And it's time for yet another GLG weekly educational webinar. And today we have a little bit of change in the schedule, but it really doesn't matter. That will be an amazing webinar anyhow. So welcome to you all, wherever you are. If you have morning, midday, or night, it doesn't really matter. You are welcome anyhow. My name is Peter. I'm from Sweden. I will be the host today, together with my friend Dusan, who will help me in the background to clean the screen if it needed, and also to help me find the people who will speak on this webinar. So we have quite something to speak about today, and we will just hit it on. So the first speaker today will be the one you all know who he is. He is a very, very known, humble man with a very powerful voice, and he has been in the business for a very long time. He's a blue diamond, and he lives in a country that is smaller than Onelife communities. So I would like to have King James on the call.
Hey,
King James.
Yes,
You hear
sir.
me?
Can you hear me? Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Loud and clear, as always.
Excellent. Well, I'm currently in Vietnam, so sorry, I don't want to mess with the internet by putting on my video. I'm going to try to speak slow, and I'm need your help. So I thank you for the assistance you're going to render as we go through this information on why it is we should become experts in One Academy. And I have a few interesting thoughts to deliver on this topic. One of the main thoughts why we need to become experts in the One Academy field is because we should not allow our doctrine, and if you don't know what the word doctrine means, it means teachings or belief of, we should not allow our doctrine to be manipulated, to be screwed, or to be confused. And what am I speaking about? If we go back to the original concept and idea of why cryptocurrency started, we are the closest to what the original intent of cryptocurrency should be. And the main reason why we need to study our One Academy is the answers that we are looking for is right there, right in front of us, where we can truly learn today to lead tomorrow. That is not an accidental quote. And if you decide to learn what we have to offer, learn exactly what the ecosystem offer, learn the phase of what each ecosystem should do and is about. If we decide to pull together and understand what this One Academy education has to offer, especially with just level one. I'm a level one specialist. I've not done all 7 levels. I like to tell people this. I've done level 1 and 2 by force a little bit, but definitely level 1 I've done numerous of times. And in level 1 is the door opening to everything else to allow you to understand this field that we're in. It just opens the door. It makes you want to go seek knowledge. It makes you want to dive into the original intent. And when I read the Bitcoin white paper, it said to me, the reason why cryptocurrency started was a peer-to-peer transaction. Was a peer-to-peer transaction without the need of a third party, which was just a form of digital bartering, totally based on trust. So here's the reason why you have to become an expert in this field, every leader that's listening to this call. Because we desire to sell our product. We desire to help people come into our One Academy, come into the university that we have. And once you decide to learn and understand and get this belief down in your soul, no one could persuade you, confuse you, or mislead you to the wrong direction. No one can falter and misguide you to the wrong direction. No hater, nobody that have nothing good to say, no doubt, none of these things will come against your belief if you decide to understand and become an expert in this field. Hear why I say this. If we do not, as One Academites, as we like to say in the Caribbean, if we do not, as One Academites, decide to lead this cryptocurrency industry as we're already leading, we would allow the powers that be. And if you don't know who the powers that be, I'm speaking about the Bank of England, which is the central bank. I'm speaking about the Federal Reserve, central bank of the United States. And I'm speaking about those powers that be who currently control the money supply and manipulate it at the highest level. If we do not allow this truth about cryptocurrency to shine through, they would confuse the masses and have them believe that cryptocurrency is some form of derivative or some sort of risk, some sort of bond, some sort of stock, some sort of any financial tool than what it should be about. And the reason why they would do this is because people normally stay away from what they don't understand. And it is finance because nobody is taught finance in school. So the financial market and the financial world, none of us, if you think about it, well, let me not say none of us. Majority of us, myself, let me speak for myself. I was never really interested in the world of finance, even though we all strive for it, we all work for it, we all try to find ways to make money. But to say I understand it, to say I wanted to own stocks, to say I wanted to find out about derivatives, I wanted to find out about futures, it is not true. I was scared of those things. I mean, that was not for me. That was for the bright people. That's for those intelligent folks. That's for those financial gurus. That's the way we used to approach understanding money. What the One Academy has done is break down all those barriers and let me know how simple money is supposed to be. And the definition of money, from what I gathered when I read the One Academy Level 1 Introduction to Finance, money is whatever we agree upon to exchange for goods and services. So cryptocurrency wants to bring back the purity of money. If we don't carry our message forward, we are going to allow other cryptocurrencies that say they're backed by gold, which makes no financial sense in the world of cryptocurrency. We're going to allow other cryptocurrencies that say they're backed by fiat or some sort of commodity, which also makes no sense. If commodity-backed fiat currency has never worked, why would it work for crypto? It is not the idea or the concept of. Cryptocurrency is about trust, which is where the blockchain technology comes in. And if we do not educate the masses, we are going to allow the powers to be to come out with their cryptocurrency and simply manipulate the market. This is why we want to drive home the point of building our business and getting people into the university. We are recruiting for the #1 online university in the world where things are heading in that direction, period. If you really think about it, the online schooling, online university is picking up at a rapid pace. And because it's picking up at a rapid pace and we sell online education, where do you think we belong in the conversation? #1, I see this financial curriculum as being the financial curriculum all schools would adapt to and understand. And I'm going to go into the Super TED in a little while to help you understand exactly what I'm saying. So let me just clear up and make sure I'm concise and I'm clear on what I'm saying regarding becoming an expert and not allowing our current situation to be controlled or misguided. The US dollar, the pound, the euro, those currencies currently control the world of finance, technically. Their dollar or pound or euro, whatever you want to look at it, it is more powerful than majority, if not almost all other currencies in the world. So if they come out with a cryptocurrency and they say they're backed by the dollar, what are they going to technically do? Attempt to keep control of a currency that has never been working and don't work. When you go into One Academy and you understand what quantitative easing is, you understand what fractional reserve lending is, and you go through that curriculum, pull up the curriculum, Peter, for level 1, Introduction to Finance, and you go through the curriculum of what it is we have to offer. There's no way you're going to allow anyone to confuse you. So could a crypto be backed by fiat currency? It is not a cryptocurrency if it is. It cannot work. What is fiat currency backed by? Nothing. So how are they going to say they're going to back cryptocurrency? Fiat currency is backed by trust, which we are all losing trust in that paper currency system because it has been killing our generation year after year after year with inflation, which don't have to exist. So for me, the more you dive into becoming an expert in the One Academy by you yourself learning, it is easier for you to pass on this understanding to others and have them feel comfortable joining the organization. This is why we sell education. Do not be fooled or confused or let anyone tell you that we sell coins. We do not. If we sell coins, then when a starter package start to give you one coin, eventually through the mining process, you will not be able to sell a starter package. You have to understand what it is you're selling, be convicted in what you're selling, and you will be able to sell that introduction to finance because you know that home, that family needs introduction to finance because they were never taught financial education before. And this financial education opened up doors like never before. It is theory and practical together. So for me, I am of this firm and sound belief that we are the only future of financial education because we are pure and true. And the truth normally receives resistance. And the resistance we are receiving is because we are truthful. So when I said last week that anyone who actually understands the One Academy and went through it cannot walk away from the organization, is because they would understand they are condemning the very creation that they created. Because when we join this university and become part of the mining process, you have just created your own currency. But your currency only has value because there's other people agreeing with you that that currency speaks their language, which is going to be the main topic I speak about in Vietnam. And Vietnam bring this home to me like no other because I'm a millionaire in Vietnam, but it only took 100 US to become a millionaire. Something is definitely wrong. When you see the beauty of Vietnam and you see what is happening across the globe in certain countries, and you see the dominance that these other currencies have, it makes you question when they are in debt in the trillions, how are they more dominant than others who don't have the debt ratio they have? I'm talking about DEBT, debt. So as you go through this One Academy, friends, this learning today so you can lead tomorrow, you get so passionate to help people not to continue down the road of despair and no change. The only change people will receive in their life is less and less buying power. Your salary never goes up to meet the loss of your demand. So how can we continue to perpetuate a system that has never worked for you and I? What are your children going to grow up in? There's a bill in Vietnam. The highest printed bill is 500,000 Vietnam dong. That has not been like that since the beginning of time for Vietnam. I'm saying to you and I, we cannot act like fiat currency is going to continue to rule the world. There is a period of integration, and that's the current period that we are participating in. When you decide to go through your manual and you understand that this is a phase that we're in, you appreciate becoming a person that's with like-minded individuals that's creating history, and you recognize you will be written about if you continue down the road of your belief. So Peter, please help me. Sorry, I think I lost you just now. Hello?
I'm here, King. I'm gonna hear.
Excellent. Yes, please click on free in the One Academy. So notice this is the website. We go on free. As you click on free, if you scroll down a little bit, you see it says, welcome to the Adventures of Super Ted. If you scroll down a little bit, scroll back up a little. Right, you see it says comics? You see it says comics? Click on comics. So all of you, I don't know how many of you are aware that this is right in your back office. Click off the X. That's going to open up the One World Foundation. Click that off for now. That's another part of the ecosystem we could go in another day. Excellent. So scroll down. It should have the comic books. It says comics, web episodes, and it says video game. Perfect. Right here, we're on the comic books here. So notice, no one can be disrespectful to what it is we have to offer. I normally say in my presentation, are we intending to scam the children as well? Absolutely not. If you be honest with yourself and you have children, or you could remember your childhood, none of us learned the history of money, what makes money go around. None of us learned about saving and investments, different ways to make money. That was not a topic on the dinner table. That was not a topic in our curriculum of school. This is why I can boldly say we are the future of financial education. And if you understand we are the future of financial education, then you understand we are the future of money. It is just that simple. Because money is what we agree upon. So what we have to do is just keep the story honest and do not allow them to come with their own story, create a narrative that would only allow them to win. We have the winning formula and the winning solution. We are on the winning team. There's no other team out there for you to be interested in joining besides the one that you're currently a part of. So if you have been lazy, if you have been stagnant, if you have been in denial, if you have been lied to by leaders that have left, if you have been one of those individuals that have been wondering, notice that we are on a path to teach what is right. We are on a path to give you the honest facts of what this entire concept is about. And it is your responsibility now, as I wrap up, it is your responsibility now as an independent marketing associate, a franchise holder of the franchise, because we are all franchisees. We are all independent. You work for no one but yourself. We all have the same material, the same manual, the same product to sell. It is your responsibility to learn this information so you can pass it on with care, love, and understanding. We have the product the world begging for. When you have the conversation about cryptocurrency, 9 out of 10 do not know. When you're in a network marketing business, you are looking for a market where people do not know your product. But the buzzword is cryptocurrency, and people want understanding on the buzzword. And we have the product that will solve their issues. So when people say, I don't understand, I normally tell them, thank goodness you don't. Guess what I'm here to do? Sell you understanding. So with that, my friends, I encourage you to become an expert in your field. Decide that you are going to be king in the land of the blind. Even if you have one eye, you are king in the land of the blind because you have one eye and you can see. Friends, we have one eye open and up on the world. Thank goodness for the founder. Thank goodness for Mr. Constantine. Thank goodness for the organization of One Life that has put things in place to allow us to participate with this concept. Don't let no one tell you anything different besides the responsibility we have as One Life members, which is to sell the education. It is not my responsibility to worry about the exchange. It is not my responsibility to be concerned about who's running the company. It is not my responsibility to worry about anything that's outside of what my responsibility is. And my responsibility is to sell One Academy packages. Once that website is working, once I receive my commissions for doing so, what other opportunity am I looking at or looking for? With that being said, I commend you. I thank you for being on this call. I encourage you across the globe to focus and build your business. Caring is sharing, and all we do is care. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Peter, thank you for the opportunity. One life for more life. One's out.
Thank you very much, King James. Before you leave, King, can I just ask you a question?
Absolutely, brother.
I know that the Caribbean team is one of those in the world who are the best of educating people in the One Academy system. And you do it very often, and there is a good team on it. How do you think we could somehow duplicate this through all over the world?
Definitely, one of the things that we would have done that we continue to keep up and is led by a team of individuals every morning, 6 a.m. our time in the Caribbean. There's a group of individuals that's really spearheaded by my wife, Maureen Brown, Dwayne Cades, Kester Beale, just to name a few. There's quite a few of them. That's Clifton Chilipsy. There's quite a few of them as dedicated individuals that believe in this education because they understand without it, they would not have been aware. And what we do is look to drive that home every morning by having the conversation. So what we call it is the One Academy discussion. So the One Academy discussion is a 6 to 7 a.m., a 1 hour conversation every morning where we go through the One Academy level 1 and we cover that. Normally it takes about 3 to 4 weeks to cover that. Then we have 1 week where we call it Holistic Week, where we speak about other things and where the financial world can impact you, from health to your mental state to different things of that nature. So what I would encourage others to do is simple. Don't reinvent the wheel. You could join our calls. You could take the calls and teach it. You can start your own. You can just go through the manual with your team, and that's the start. So initially we started by going through the manual. So as a group of us, sat down, we read it together, we did the exam together. And then we decided to do this on a daily basis and break it down. Because what we know in the Caribbean is that we need this understanding. We have never had this type of understanding before, and we desperately need it because we are considered to be baby US. So anything that happens in the US technically affects us. So we cannot watch the US dollar crash and then we just die at the wayside. So for us, it's a lot personal. And then on top of it, the people who brought the information to us in the Caribbean all left. And if it wasn't for the education, the whole entire One Life network in the Caribbean would have been destroyed because we would have bought the lies that would have been said by every leader that left the Caribbean. There's only a few of us standing strong, which now is building a bigger One Life community with usability. So I'm really grateful to all the leaders across the Caribbean, especially the One Academy team that is going out their way. Muriel Izama, Ivan Mark, Michelle Mark. There's quite a few. And another guy who's doing a great job is Sebastian. I forgot his last name. He's from out of Germany. He's doing some great work with the One Life, One World Foundation and with the One Academy for Kids, the Super TED. He's doing great work with that.
Perfect. Thank you very much, King James.
No problem, Peter, man. Just look forward to just teaching, educating, and doing our part, man. I just hope people understand our role. Our role is just to educate others, care, and share.
Definitely. Thanks a lot. Very, very powerful. You are entitled to leave now if you want to, King. So once again, thank you very much. And I think It's very, very important initiative that they are doing. And if you, as a leader in your country, and there is somehow an issue with the English language, please grab a hold of the team and see how you can duplicate this in your country with your own team if you cannot attend to their calls. I think it's very important, and we could do a lot with this education. So let's head over to our next speaker. Our next speaker is another good friend of mine, and I think he is on the call right now. So let's welcome Muhammad Adil. Can you hear me?
Hi, Peter. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Perfect. We can hear you loud and clear.
That's perfect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. And well, I must say, King have done a wonderful job, as always. It's really impressive. He has explained, fantabulously, I would say. That's the new word, because I don't have a words to explain. And One Academy obviously is a key of this, over institution. If you are not, learning about One Academy, then you are absolutely wasting your money, because that's what the product what you're paying for. Right. So before I start, I need to share my screen first, because my topic is today very hot topic. And can you see my screen? One second, Peter.
Very good. It's okay.
You can. It's okay, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I have, give me a second. Let me set it down. Well, yeah. Okay, here you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Muhammad Adil, Independent Marketing Associate and franchise holder. Today, I'm going to discuss about a BBC communication between Onelife Network, Onelife Corporate, and the BBC. And before I start that, I have something to read out, and that's about witch hunt. An article was released by the Onelife Press Department on the 27th of March 2019, and it's about witchcraft, actually witch hunt in the 21st of century. Can you stop? Somebody is trying to, move the screen. Okay. So there was an article released by corporate on the 27th of March called Witch Hunt in the 21st of Century. Well, what is the definition of witch hunt? Essentially, it is a targeted attack against one person for reasons that are not necessarily tangible, trying to find someone to target and humiliate. And you can find that definition from Urban Dictionary. Number two, a witch hunt or witch fog is a search for people labeled witches or evidence of witchcraft, often involving moral panic or mass hysteria. In current language, witch hunt metaphorically means an investigation usually conducted with much publicity, supposedly to uncover subversive activity, disloyalty, and so on, but really to weaken political opposition. The source is Wikipedia. While the facts are, centuries ago, the perception of justice was very different from the way it is nowadays. It was sometimes taken to extreme limits. People were often beheaded, burned at the stake, disembodied, hung, or shot, even without a trial. There were times back in the day when accusations were based solely on claims or assumptions. The presumptions of guilt, meaning one is considered guilty unless proven innocent. Sadly, most of the people sentenced to death were never given the chance to prove their innocence. Almost all of the executions were performed in public. Why? because the people need to see that the rulers of the country are taking good care of them by dealing with bad citizens. See and fear authority because public punishment means obedience of the folk. And most of all, something that has always been sought by society and generously used by various institutions as a powerful tool for control. Bread and circuses. If the masses are kept happy, their eyes will be wide shut for the truth, even if it is put right before their faces. After this brief retrospective, let us travel through time until nowadays. A lot has changed in the way societies work. The humanity has accomplished so much and evolved in the way they see and build the world around them. The four fundamentals upon which modern democracy has been built so much and evolved in the way they see and build the world around them. The four fundamentals upon which modern democracy has been built according to the principle of the rule of law are legislative, executive, judiciary, and press media. And surely one cannot go without the other. It is common knowledge. A healthy society is shaped by all the four states operating hand in hand, working together towards the better future of the whole community. The further power, the press has been constantly gaining momentum. Its power is growing more and more, not only strongly influence public opinion, but also in some cases pushing the other three states out of the picture. Social media is affecting the way we think, assume, believe, and look at things. It's the press duty to tell us real facts and news, things that actually happened and are credible. Media has no right to be taking over the role of a judge. Innocence until proven guilty is a concept that took hundreds of years to entrench in our legal system and in society's collective self awareness. And it is a vital protection against punishments of the innocent and also an international human rights under the UN's Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 11. But now, because of media, civil liberties are at stake. So, is there anyone considering it to be appropriate to make unproven allegations and to invent stories in order to destroy careers, derail the legal process, demean or discredit someone simply with the aim of more views, subscriptions, and a wider audience? Enforcing justice in public and even without a sentence. How is that a democratic principle? It has already become something common to see fake news all over the internet, published and disseminated by certain media outlets, individuals and companies, completely ruined, brought down to their knees by those fake news. How is that any different from the justice methods is medieval times? Isn't this a witch hunt? Please excuse us for breaking one of the basic rules in journalism by not naming the actual defamations and slanders that we based that statement on. Just an exception, just today, the reason we are much better than that. One Life Inhibited would like to clarify the following in order to avoid any possible future misunderstanding that might arise after the position above is published. And we like to refrain from making a generalization. No matter the case, the position above is directed as outlets that tend to give a tribune to fake news. We'd like to take the occasion and express our gratitude and respect to every media outlet that continues to cover the the communication between the BBC and the Onelife. President. But what Mr. President is responding, he is saying in a series of tweets, Mr. Trump said Democrats purposely had to ruin and demean. He said his trip to the UN is New York with more breaking news, witch hunt garbage. So even today, the president of the United States is talking about witch hunt. He is criticizing the media. And he further said they never even saw the transcript of the call. A total witch hunt, he added. So I hope our people and those who are watching us can understand about the witch hunt and witchcraft very well now. Now let's go to the main topic. I have some slides here where I'm going to talk about the communication between the corporate and the BBC. So let's start. The BBC is saying that, hello, this is a communication. They're saying that, thank you for your response. We'd like to interview one of your representative for the series. If that possible, please let us know when would work for you over the next week and we can get something set up. Could you please provide details of the two opinions cited in the response about the blockchain? It would be good to see their response and speak to them further. Do you have a current date when the exchange will open? I'm also interested to know more about DealShaker. How many merchants are successfully trading on the platform using OneCoin? What are the main goods being traded? I'd be interested in speaking to one of the merchants for DealShaker for the series, so please let me know if there is someone I could set up an interview with. Many thanks. So, OneLife responded to BBC, Dear Georgia, we appreciate your interest in the other side of the story. However, it seems for us that your proposal is not fair and do not allow us to reveal the truth. You are expecting a merchant and a person from the company for an interview. Meanwhile, you have already prepared 8-part podcast series with information provided by many haters, former employees, and sanctioned independent marketing associates for fraud or terms and conditions violations whose chase personal gains. We can prove these allegations. We are ready to assist if this series gives us equal chance to defend ourselves. There are many people who can be interviewed as those who understand the one ecosystem and foresee the potential of it. These people are willing to explain to you the numerous free training the company provided for years upon anti-money laundering, counter-finance terrorism rule and regulations, compliance policies, customer due diligence policies, along with know your customer and know your customer's customer procedures, onboarding and monitoring policy, franchise system, fraud prevention, and who can explain the company's customer due diligence acumen. You have to see and hear what the official authorities have reviewed. Worthy coin because of the DealShaker platform, 2 reports confirming the blockchain existence and functionalities, educational materials confirmed to be with good quality and written from experts in different financial and legal affairs. No fraud has been detected. If you are willing to stop this program from being podcasted, we can provide all necessary materials for you to review and actually see the truth. Kindest regards. So that was the response from the company. Well, Now, they are talking about the accusations. So the first accusation of BBC is that OneCoin is not a cryptocurrency because outside its ecosystem, it has no value. Its nominal price is not determined by supply and demand, but is manipulated and set internally. So the Onelife corporate have replied to BBC on that. Quite obviously, OneCoin verifiably fulfills all criteria of the definition of a cryptocurrency and also those of a transparent pricing that is in line with the common market. This value is now confirmed and reflects the constant worldwide trading activities such as the Deal Shaker platform and elsewhere. Official aim is the official name of the cryptocurrency to be traded to much further extent. Even the records of the proceedings led against OneCoin, which we will discuss directly below, show that people trade cars, land, houses, and high-value commodities as well as all kinds of products and services from thousands of sellers against 100% one or mixed payments, and that they are unfortunately still being slowed down by authorities and regulators haters when doing so. We regret this and consider it to be illegitimate and illegal, and ultimately caused by the interest of the state-operated currency, monopolistic against the value of economic freedom and or personal gain. Our partners, our customers, and our lawyers are fighting successfully against this action around the globe, and we are sure that the vision of a new system on the basis of a financial revolution will be established. Then there is another accusation of BBC. OneCoin has no true verifiable blockchain. So the company responded to them. They said that we regret the suspicion the blockchain does not exist keeps being brought up again and again by partial interests. In this regard, we can cite two expert opinions that have been prepared by a specialized IT firm, which have been drafted for years and even been supplemented in the course of an investigation led by the public prosecutor of Bielefeld. It has not been substantiated. On the contrary, the investigations aimed against OneCoin even rendered proof of valid indications that the blockchain exists. In this regard, we have already published statements with references to concrete official record and have quoted from them. The situation is clear. OneCoin has a particularly innovative system of a centralized blockchain, which we believe to be superior for many reasons. It has a number of significant advantages compared to others, less innovative technologies, concepts of the decentralized blockchain. To be precise, the central blockchain ensures a higher degree of security from attacks, which is a tremendously important aspect in the age of hacking. Well-known authors have also emphasized, such as the Germany's largest weekly journal, NJW, legal aspects of the blockchain, NJW 2017-143, that's the article number. Here are some specifics of the one centralized system. The centralized blockchain offers much more customization and control to the company or the organization deploying it over the network. The company can search and monitor independent marketing associates' behavior according to regulations, PEP, and sanction list. The company can apply AML, CFT, anti-money laundering, and counter-finance terrorism and reporting procedures if necessary. If reasonable grounds are present to consider an identity or financial fraud have been committed, the company is enabled to decide independently who can participate and have access to the network. Onboarding policies, sanction policies applied. The company can apply all know your customer and know your customers, the customer regulations, and in that sense, is closest to financial institutions and government in many locations. Cryptocurrencies are not regulated, and this enables the applicable customer due diligence process to bank the unbanked people. The centralized blockchain is more environmentally friendly since they do not need so many resources to implement and to secure the entire network. The bigger the public blockchain is, Bitcoin for instance, the more miners are needed to make things work. This is not an environmentally friendly blockchain since just one simple Bitcoin transaction has a very high cost. Organizations and companies can store and protect their most valuable data with the help of a centralized blockchain. Then there is another accusation by the BBC. Nobody can trade, they say. Nobody can trade OneCoin, they're saying, on any open exchange. Profits come only from commissions for getting others on board. As such, it is a Ponzi scheme. Continued promises of a future open exchange where one can be traded for fiat currency have never been realized. Based on broken commitments in the past and the total nominal worth of OneCoin in people's accounts now being of an unsustainably high value, there appears to be no evidence that it ever will be launched. Yet people are being purposefully led to believe otherwise. We intend, therefore, to describe OneCoin as a scam. So the company responded to this allegation. Firstly, it is already untrue that one is not tradable. DealShaker is one of the major global trading platforms and has been continuously developed for bias. Why is one the coin for merchants? The fact that cryptocurrencies operate in a highly unregulated industry and have a reputation of being risky, pyramid, or bubble presents serious barriers for their mass scale adoption by most users and retailers. As stated many times, there are various reasons why cryptocurrencies could become the generally accepted payments means of the future. Payment via cryptocurrencies offers advantages to both customers and retailers, making them attractive to both sides. Reasons for that: lower transaction fees, as opposed to credit card companies, which actually charge up to 3% in processing fees, which can add up quickly. In contrast, cryptocurrencies transaction fees usually do not exceed 1%, making them desirable for retailers. Faster and secure transactions exchange without a middleman. One of the main benefits of cryptocurrencies payments is the exchange, meaning the removal of a middleman. This means that the technology is designed to facilitate at least theoretically instantaneous, cheap, and secure settlement of values without a middleman, such as banks, reward incentive, many retailers, and online platform accepting cryptocurrencies as a payment method have developed incentive and reward program for doing so. For instance, merchants can participate in free advertising campaigns in accordance with the company's strategy. The numerous advantages of payment coins have led to the fact that there is now a large number of cryptocurrencies aiming to become generally or widely accepted payments means. Out of the total 1,910 cryptocurrencies which are listed on the coin market cap, it is expected that about 10 to 20% of them are payment coins or payment tokens. And even more will come. What distinguishes one from all other coins and has ultimately led to its acceptance and usage by a large group of retailers is, number one, the size of the partner network. We have active accounts of over 3.5 million users and registered accounts are about 13 million. Number two, The speed and transaction efficiency and profit first. While law and profit are indeed important, it is not the most vital thing about our franchise model. At its core, our franchise model is about the franchisor's brand value, vision, standards, and goals. It is intuit personate because of the person. A personal services contract, where the person of one of the contracting parties is an essential term of the contract. When it comes to the franchise segment of the ecosystem and its purpose, the main focus is on creating the demand while using our knowledge for local market specifics. The expansion of OneCoin is merely being slowed down and prevented by the authorities. Former employees disseminated untrue facts about the company for their personal gain. From IMAs are suspended for different terms and conditions violations, which we believe is clearly illegal. We are convinced that these obstructions will not prevail in the end. It has been this way with all great innovations. In this context, it is our special concern to use the opportunity to emphasize the outstanding loyalty of our customers, which we are particularly proud of. We would like to thank them for it. If the accusations were only remotely correct, the behavior of hundreds of thousands of people would be inexplicable. We know from the records that concrete sales activities relating to cars, foods, chains, etc., have been prevented. These are businesses in all branches of the industry: tourism, manufacturing, transportation, construction, where you can pay by using one. We want nothing more than the market being opened and regulations being lifted. But this is not in our hands. We are fighting also by way of legal action for this freedom. The barriers set by state are what constrain this freedom. The intermediary steps are exemplary, numerous legal proceedings won in Germany by cessation of proceedings in Nuremberg and successful decision in North Rhine-Westphalia in high courts such as the Superior District Court of Hamm. In Sweden, the authorities confirmed on May the 2nd, 2019 that there are no current proceedings relating to the accusations against OneCoin. Accusations have been raised by competitors, envoys, and exponents of the old financial world. Numerous proceedings already prove the accusations are completely untenable. Furthermore, the investigations against OneCoin has examined the sellers on the DealShaker platform actually exist. These investigations confirmed and praised OneCoin and the trading platform. Then there is a final accusation by the BBC. They said, the millions of people around the world who have invested in OneCoin cannot exchange or spend their OneCoin. Their OneCoin have no external value, meaning they have no way of realizing their investment. OneCoin continues to promote this coin around the world, even though it is not publicly tradable. So the response to this accusation by the company is, as we have explained continuously, it is OneCoin's aim to expand our market and the possibilities of OneCoin's fungibility. In fact, the exchange and remittances are just part from the one ecosystem with equal importance as all other parts. We are working hard on this each day. Our employees and partners, as well as lawyers and attorneys around the world, are fighting for this. It is also important that excellent professors and financial scholars are lectures in the context of the One Academy training packages. We assure you we will be relieved when the regulatory obstructions constraining people's freedom and trading do not exist. These restrictions are not up to us. We successfully and tenaciously use all legal means to a great extent and utilize them fully to facilitate the enforcement of the greatest possible freedom of trading and exchangeability. We would like to take this occasion and express our gratitude and respect to every media outlet all over the world which values the truth and insists on working according the main laws of journalism, professionalism, ethics, and integrity. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the response to the BBC's accusations by the company. And we, as independent marketing associates, we feel that BBC really have, published one-sided story, and it was their responsibility to contact the company first before they was about to launch this whole podcast and all these TV programs. They failed to do so. So this shows, that the story is a one-sided and is biased. So here I would like to end up my conversation. I hope I have explained very well and people can understand this. And for the further proceedings and further communication, if there will be any, we will definitely, company will let us know and we will update you on that also. Until then, thank you very much. Peter, you can take it away.
Thank you very much, Mohammed Adil. It was a superb lecture for us all. And why is this important to share with you? Well, it's very important because the wrong information is added out there, and we need to clarify what is true and is not true. Because when a big media is showing us one side of the story, of course it's unfair, and that's nothing that we want to have on the market. So we need to show you the right side of the story, and that the company is acting upon this. Because many of you say, well, the company isn't doing anything. Hell yeah, they are working like crazy for you and me and for the entire network to launch this project. And you have all heard, you have seen the exchange updates every week, so you know what is happening. I'm just gonna get back to my old friend here. King James is gonna have 10 to 20 seconds. Let me see if I can find him.
Hey Peter, just want to mention something real quick. I noticed when Adil, who did an amazing job on fire, I love that Trump point. I just want to say, notice in that report, it spoke about investment, and they call us investors or the people that invested. And that is why we have to stand firm and stand fast on people bought education. No one has invested into OneCoin. And if you're thinking you're investing into OneCoin, then you are doing a disservice to the education. And then you're saying people who go to school and spend their thousands of dollars. Next time I'll show you what people spend on education. Thousands of dollars. What are they? They invested in their school education? Yeah, you can look at it like that. But when we use it with our Onelife experience and OneCoin, we are disregarding One Academy. So nobody invested. Every single person purchased their educational package. It was up to them if they go into it or not. But the right thing that we are saying now is the right thing we need to continue saying and pushing the right message forward. So Adil, thank you so much. That was a powerful read, powerful information, bro.
Thank you, King.
Correct. True. Thank you very much, King James. So let's go on. This is the last thing we're going to have on this call, and I'm going to share with you some few words. And as I said before, you have already exchange updates. You all know that we have, or the company have sent, it's about 20 cryptocurrencies to the authorities to review on what cryptocurrencies we can have on the exchange. So still waiting response for that one. And what we're going to talk about a bit here is the ecosystem and what we can do to contribute. Because we often said, well, we need to help each other to really fulfill this and to push the project further on. Because this is a project and this is a whole ecosystem, and every piece needs to be strong for us to launch it with power. So how can we and what can we do to stop the unfairness towards one? Well, you already heard about the unfairness that we are meeting on from media. And there is also to every piece of the puzzle that we have. So who is responsible and how can we contribute to telling the truth? Because we are 3.5 million members. So if everyone does their part, we will be extremely strong to push this further on. Well, I have no doubt in my mind that we will, of course, have one as a cryptocurrency on an exchange. We have things after that as well that we need to strengthen. And one of the campaigns we want to launch is Vox Populi, and that is the ecosystem. So basically, down here you can see two links. One of the links is to the official Facebook group that we have. It's a bit hard to see, I can understand that, but the official Facebook channel, if you are not on it, please get on it. It's OneCoin Exchange Updates official channel, and it looks like this. So please go into Facebook and you're going to search for a membership there. We're going to add you and then you will get all the updates there. And then we're going to start the YouTube channel, Onelife IMA Official. Here it says in Swedish, but it says subscribe. So what we want you to do is go in there, subscribe, and also push the bell so that you get notifications to your computer and to your email. And we want to share what is happening around the world. We want to share with movies from merchants. We want to share from buyers who are having this realization that you can convert your one into a real product from a real merchant. And we want to show the world that as well. So please help us with that. Make a small video. Tell us what you think about this concept and send to us. And the strategy is to use the social media and to our information channels available in order to create a positive image and improve the name of one ecosystem and IMAs of Onelife. And this is our responsible to do. Watch our webinars that we are hosting as now. And today we have spoken a lot of One Academy, which is the core in what we have. But unfortunately, there are too few people that really knows what One Academy is and how we can teach our kids in economy, which is extremely powerful. So please do that, and also check the weekly newsletter every Monday at 6 p.m. And this is very important when you take the information, that the information comes from the right source. And the right source will be these official channels. We will not share anything that isn't sustained from the company, of course. So if there is information coming elsewhere from, do not trust it. It's not a reliable source. And check and spread the info articles every Thursday that is sent from corporate to your email. And also be a part of this. Write in comments. We would like to have your comments and your writings and your success story and your merchant story or your buying story. This is what we would like to have. And raise your powerful voice with positivity. There is a lot of negativity, and we have been focusing a lot of negativity as well. But if one, as I know it has, the concept of one life, one coin has changed your life for the better, for many people, that is the truth. A lot of people have went into Onelife, built their teams, made millions, and their life has changed completely. And if you want to explain how the ecosystem and what you think, if it actually works, we want to hear your story. The importance of education and One Academy benefits that King James, his team in Caribbean, is doing very, very well. Are you a happy merchant? I can tell you that we in Sweden, we have our aim is on every Friday, we want to post a little video or a little presentation from a merchant out to our Facebook channel to show them who is this merchant and why is DealShake is so powerful for them. They can reach a lot of customers and so on. It's powerful. If you are a satisfied buyer, who have purchased goods and services. I know people who have bought over 10,000 coupons on DealCheck. So does it work? Yeah, of course it works. Of course it works. And if you think that one ecosystem is easier, cheaper, and more convenient than a traditional banking systems, so please be a part of this. And then we have one for you, which is a very, very good initiative from DealCheck or from corporate. So every merchant can participate, and every merchant should decide how much goods, services they can provide. And you just need a corner where you can put that sign and the goods services that will participate. It is possible to create such deals in DealCheck too. And everybody in need can ask for that. One service, good for one person. So imagine how many we are, and we can share this very, very quickly if we unite. If you want this concept to be the big concept that we want it to be, and if you want this concept to live up to the vision that we have had for so many years, then you can be a part of this. And let's send a clear message to all that this is worth helping. We have been so focused on the negativity that we have forgotten about the One World Foundation and everything around us. This is what we need to spread in a much brighter light. So where is our power? And this is just something very, very small of everything that we have, but we have a huge network. We have over 111,000 DealCheck merchants. This is what we have in our pocket, in your concept. And we haven't even launched the exchange yet. We have, we exist in around 200 countries all over the world. Just look at this call. We have people from China, Sweden, Caribbean, everywhere from the world. This is the power. And there is countless amount of investigations that have been run towards the company. And people would like to close this company because we are a very, very strong competitor. And the more we can work together, the stronger we will be. There is a global leadership group, the inner circle, people that care for your success and are willing to sacrifice a lot to make this happen. Not only for our sake. We don't host these webinars for fun. I mean, if someone else would love to do this, please, come on. So we are fighting for everyone's success. OneCoin, Onelife staff, people that sacrifice a lot to make these things happen. So we are ready and willing to step up and show that we are doing the right thing. So are you. If you do not want to be a part of the fight, please stand beside, watch what we do, and share for us. Do not take parts of being the one who want to post all the allegations, spreading all the negative stuff. Watch what we're doing, share for us. That's everything that we want from you. And I think we will wrap this call up with this information, and we have a lot more information to the next Wednesday Zoom call. So we will let you know how things are going, how we are progressing, and we'll do it every week. And the company will, of course, share for you in the newsletter, which is important to read. So I want to thank King James, of course, for the power that he has. And I want to thank Dushan for being a part of helping us behind the scenes. And, of course, Muhammad Adil for your wonderful clarification. And please spread that sheet that Adele shared. And this call will be on the YouTube channel. So go in there and subscribe. Thank you very, very much. And I wish you all a wonderful day, night, morning, wherever you are. See you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.